So I'm a PhD candidate in the joint program between MIT and Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. I focus on marine chemistry, so I look at how trace metals are important as micronutrients in organisms like corals or seaweeds, and I'm especially interested to how these roles will kind of shift in response to a changing climate. So as somebody from kind of, I guess, a marginalized background, to be honest, DEI wasn't like really a thing I thought of before I got to Hui, and I saw kind of the disparity between this place, living on the Cape, and where I grew up, and just like the opportunities that, people around me back then didn't really have. I just think that it's really important work. So I came here as a summer student in the summer of 2019, and I was surrounded by all of this cool science and like all of these cool experiences, and I was just so mind blown. I remember specifically like this little thing where we had like an end of summer picnic, and people were coming around with trays of these gourmet ice cream sandwiches and like offering them around to us, and I was just like, what is this? This is not anything I've ever experienced before. And I like called my mom after, and she was like equally mind blown, and it was just so crazy. And then besides that, I learned so much about just the process of applying for grad school, applying for funding, and things that, when you're working 3 or 4 jobs just to go to school in the first place, you don't really think about. And so I went home kind of equipped with all of this newfound knowledge, and I like shared it with as many people as I could around me, and all of my friends were like, whoa, I hadn't even thought of that, that's so helpful. And I just think it's really important because I didn't see myself as a marine scientist, as somebody who grew up watching ocean documentaries. I remember in undergrad, the first time I told my PI, we were in the lab late at night, and I was like, so I actually want to study oceanography. And I kind of thought she was going to laugh at me, like, okay, cool, but let's get back to reality. And so when she was supportive, that was pretty amazing to me, and I wouldn't be here otherwise. And I know that that's the case for a lot of people, right? Like, they just don't see themselves in these roles, and I think that that's something that we definitely need to change.